Uh, Ayo, ayo, ayo. All right, so I'm gonna just make some quick videos because I don't have no structure how I want to do it, but I'm gonna just talk about a few things. All right, so this one we're gonna talk about saving files, loading textures. So everybody knows that you definitely the first thing you need to do as far as saving file types. Let's start over. All right, so we're gonna talk about quickly saving files and textures in 2K. All right, so first thing I want to mention is that you definitely need some type of editing program. Most people use Photoshop. That's what I use. There's GIMP. There's a bunch of free ones out there that you can use. I just use Photoshop. You'll also need a texture plugin. So 2K up until 2K24, we had the NVIDIA joint. They had one, and then Intel had a DDS plugin as well. This year, I only used the NVIDIA plugin. I'm gonna show y'all. This is right here. This is the name of the NVIDIA Texture Tools Exporter. You can grab the plugin for Photoshop, and then they have a standalone application if you don't have Photoshop and still need to save files. So there you go. I actually have both installed because I use them for different purposes. But that's neither here nor there. You just definitely need this though. You definitely need this to save your stuff. Intel, a lot of junk has not been working using the Intel plugin. Maybe because it's outdated at this point, I don't know, but use this. All right. Once you got your plugin set up, you start editing textures. I'm gonna just use this high school gym, this plain view high school gym for reference. Once you start saving files, you definitely want to save them in the right format. So as far as formats go, I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. Pull up my scene file. All right. So in your scene file, when you're looking at the scene file for arenas or whatever you're looking at, they'll usually tell you the format that you need to save stuff in. So there's BC1, which is no alpha layer, which is like this. And then you also might see BC7 with an alpha layer. Alpha layer just means that it has another layer that's invisible. So it could be something that I got something like in the middle of this, but I have an alpha layer behind it. If it's saved like that, you need to use BC7. So that's really it. You either have an alpha layer or you don't. So that's what that means. So you want to make sure also that the format, along with the height and weight, the size of it is correct as well. So you can check that if you're using Photoshop. Image size 1024 by 1024 height, width and height. So you want to make sure that matches up. If this is not matching up, the width and height and the format, you're gonna get a blacked out arena. I mean, as far as that, that's pretty much the basis of saving files and throwing them back into the game. If you ever run into an issue where you save a file and you got everything correct here and it's still blacked out, try to change the format, because I've been running into that with the BC7 files. I save it as a regular BC1 file, change this to BC1, and it worked. So that's a tip for you. That's been working for me, and I ain't having no issues with the game. So but we're gonna go through real quick saving a file once you got the plugin set up. So I'm gonna go here real quick. I'm gonna go to this photo moments. Oh, there it is. It always put it behind. Okay, so you see that map, that little cushion back here is orange. That's this file right here. We're gonna change this and change this in game. So I'm gonna do let's do red. All right, so then I'm gonna make this red. I'm gonna save as desktop. We're gonna do that. We're gonna save it as NVIDIA DDS plugin texture exporter. Boom. Now here's where you got to make sure that the format is correct. Remember, it aligns with the actual scene file. So if the scene file is saying BC7, use BC7. If the scene file is saying BC1, use BC1. Basically how that works. All right, so this is a BC1 file, so we're gonna save, and you can tell that again right here. It tells me what file type it is. So I'm gonna save that as BC1. Throw it on my desktop. It's right here. I'm gonna throw that file back into here. It's just that high school arena. Bam. I'm gonna go back out of here real quick. Another tip I use for editing, another tip for editing that kind of saves me a little bit of time is hold on. How you get out of here? Oh, I ain't go down one. What I'll usually do is I'll if I'm doing arena editing and like jersey editing, what I'll do is I'll make an NBA My Era or NBA My League, and then use Philly, and then I'll do all of my testing. I'll use 000 since that's Philly's number. That way I can get in and out without having mad loading screens. So that's just what I do. So now I come in here, freestyle. It's not loading up a bunch of junk, no crowds, all that junk. Save myself some time. Go in here, look at the photo moments, and then we got a red background. So again, when you're saving files, make sure you coincide with what the scene file is using, the format, and the width and height. That's pretty much it.